Hey guys, this is Mike Cricket 113, and all right, we it's W3GMS 14695. It's the roundtable night. I'm a little late getting into this. I still have to wait my turn to check in, but thought I'd just show you the radio and maybe you could hear some people talking. So let me turn this volume up here and turn the thing around, and you can see what's going on. All right. So there's my Yaesu FT991A all mode radio.
And there used to be a guy I talked to on the UOP system, and he was an avid cyclist, and he had his HT and some sort of cradle on his handlebars with some sort of headset that had a box microphone set up, and that seemed to work pretty good for him. And I don't have much of a mobile setup at the current time. I usually just take the HT.
Here's a little bit of the radio
I don't spend
here.
a lot of time in the car anymore like I used to. And when I used to, it was usually in work rental.
Some of the buttons.
So I was never in one car long enough to make it worthwhile for the permanent installation. And,
Got it in the memory mode right now.
that being said, for a while I had a 281 that I would stuff between the seats and the console, and or use my HT with a mag mount on the roof. And that's kind of what I do now.
There's the microphone that comes with the radio.
Plop a mag mount on the roof with it.
There's your up and down
So I'll
channel
keep it moving along.
frequencies.
For this first round, with that, I'll pass it over to Jim, AF3Z. This is K3DB in the round table. Good evening, Jim.
And everybody's going around having their turn, and there's some questions I'm sure, but I don't even know what they are yet.
AF3Z here. And I'm working on stuff on the computer at the same time, and so my brain is half divided here. But good to hear everybody. And for two reasons, my mobile setup has always been temporary, permanently temporary. I used to do it somewhat with the idea that, well,
So I'm sure that's the question. What is your mobile setup?
which car we're taking somewhere. And I probably haven't moved it from one car to the other in a long time. So anyway, that reason is kind of defunct. And the other part is just my personality. And I don't have the tools and the know-how and the urge to put an antenna permanently on the roof. So I do use a Comet mag mount. It's a dual band 2-meter 440 little short stubby guy with a curly Q coil in the middle of the whip. I think the whole thing stands at least 10 inches off the roof. And some of the history of that, I used to run around with a 5/8 wave on the roof, and I got into a fair number of parking decks and stuff at that time. It was such a pain in the neck having to get out or somehow bring the antenna in or, lay it over or whatever.
1 second, guys. I'm just going to flip the camera around real quick and give you some information. All right, so this is W3GMS, 2-meter repeater in Parkersburg, Pennsylvania. Frequency is 146.95. If you're not an amateur radio operator, but you want to listen into the nets are every Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. And you can go to broadcastify.com. Sorry, wow, look at that glare in the glasses. You can go to broadcastify.com, and if you download that app on your phone or your computer or whatever, you can find through that the amateur radio bands, and you'll see W3GMS, and you'll be able to listen to it. So you'll be able to listen to it throughout the day or night when people are talking. And you'll also be able to listen on Thursday nights, 8:30 p.m. to the round table, the net. We call it a round table, where everybody gets a turn and gets questions asked and whatnot, and gets to talk. So we all talk to each other. Most of the guys on this net, we average anywhere between 15 to 20-something people usually talking at one time. Not at, each gets a turn, but talking at one night. And then Yeah, it's a good group of people in the tri-state area. So anyway, I'll get back to listening a little bit here, and then I'll say goodbye. All right, going back around.
So the raised bracket takes up most of the space for a cup anyway. So there you go. It works, but it's not pretty, but it gets the job done. And the power comes from the cigarette lighter. What more can you ask? So I apologize to the ham radio world, but it'll make all your setups look better. All right, Chuck, over to you. AF3Z here, over to NA3CW.
Speaking of not pretty, this is NA3CW. Good evening, gents. And Jim, I was just looking at your snow geese pictures, and they are just, well, amazing. As always with your pictures. Very, very cool, and thanks for that. Yeah, mobile rig. Well, let's see. I got 3 cars. One is my wife's primary driver, and that ain't never going to see a radio. We've been married over 40 years, and I gave up on that one a long time ago. So I have my 2006 Cobalt, and that has a radio in it. That has a Kenwood G707A, which I bought new way back in the day. The radio itself is mounted under the back deck in the trunk, and as the Cobalt is very handily made, the battery is in the trunk, down where the spare tire is in that well. So it made wiring power to it trivially easy. And then in the non-trivially easy category, it had a separation kit.
Sorry, that was a little loud, wasn't it?
Skinny cable. So I ran that along the headliner of the pillar, the rear pillar, one of the rear pillars, I forget which one. And it goes through the headliner and then comes down to the ceiling. I have a plate mounted in the headliner, and the control head snaps in a holder that's up and above the windshield, so it's above the mirror. I wanted something that wouldn't end up being, sticking out of my leg or head or whatever if there was an accident. So it's up out of the way. And indeed, unless you're squatting down to look in the window from a low angle, you can't even tell there's a radio in the car. For that and other reasons, I've used a mag mount antenna. I use a 5/8 mag mount in the middle of the roof. And it looks like a flagpole, but boy, it really works well. It's an old Hustler, monoband, 2-meter, 5/8. And I've rebuilt it a couple of times and epoxied up cracks in the plastic, whatever, because it's years and years old, but it still works. I've talked many a time on my morning commute all the way to Chesterbrook and all the way into my parking place and having good copy, so it works. Back to the radio install. The microphone cable is an unshielded network cable. It has a bunch of pairs in it, and they use an RJ45. So I have a cable that goes up. I'm trying to remember how I did that. I think I ran that up under the carpet, and it comes up to where a 12-volt like cigarette lighter plug used to be, and I put an RJ45 network connector there.
Let's see if I can find the waterfall. I got it on the
plugged in there, and
what the heck do they call that? I forget. Just the frequency meter, not the frequency meter. I forget what it's called, but let me see if I can find you the waterfall.
tucked up under the dashboard.
The spectrum.
Good size speaker, and the same routing for the wires on that one come up under the.
There we go. I have it on the spectrum analyzer, and let's put it on the waterfall so you guys see it. It shows a little bit of both. There you
It's all
go.
pretty well concealed. So if I put the mag mount in the trunk, you'd have to be pretty thorough to tell there's even a radio in the car.
So that's the sweeping scanner of the Yaesu FT991A. The FT991 doesn't have a sweeping waterfall.
I don't need the car anymore.
So as you
So
can see,
the person
you
that
can
has
stall it,
expressed interest in it is also expressed interest
but
in the
if
radio.
you
We'll just leave
and
it in
just
there
press it and it'll move
for a little slight
a little
additional
bit, and
charge.
that's what the
And I
991A
have a
does, I
second
think. But if you hold it down, it'll just
TMG707A
sweep
that
it.
was given to me by Joe. It needed a little bit of work. I reconditioned it and it runs fine. So I plan to put that in my 2016 Malibu in kind of the same arrangement, except I'll have to get power run back there, and I'll take a page
And
from
we're in the
Scott's
repeater
book and put a big fat capacitor back there.
allocation area for 2 meter here.
What I intend to do is have the commercial company, Metropolitan, run the power back there, and also stick an MMO mount in the middle of the roof. So you're gonna bite the bullet, and when you take the antenna off and put the cap on, it's very unobtrusive. So I think I'm gonna do that, and the control head for this one, I think what I'm gonna do is mount it in the center console, because this particular car has airbags everywhere. It's got knee bags, window bags, face bags. It's got bags all over the place. And so it kind of cuts down where you can put things. So I think I'm going to mount it in the center console. There's a slot where you can drop your cell phone in, and it does wireless charging if you have a wireless charging compatible phone.
All right.
But I can also put a block of wood in there and mount the control head to that. So
All right, that's getting kind of boring, I bet, for you. I bet a lot of you people dropped off. But if you haven't dropped off, back to me for a second. I'm gonna show you real quick. I know I made a couple of videos, meaning 2, about EchoLink, but we'll show you that again a little bit now. Most of my videos are pretty amateur. I'm sorry, but this is what it is. It's just a simple channel for about my hobby or some hobbies, and one of these days I'll get some other videos in here when the spring gets in and gardening season comes. But yeah, we're working on it. It's just, I guess this is a hobby as well, communicating and promoting ham radio and citizens band radio and other things to people. There's a lot of great channels out there that promote ham radio and CB stuff. I really like watching Farpoint Farms. Eric from there, he's got a lot of awesome mechanic videos and CB radio videos, mostly CB radio videos and antennas and things like that. Pretty cool guy. You should check out his channel too. It's probably a lot better videos than mine. But anyway, I'm not going to down myself. You got to be positive in life, Anyway, let me show you a little bit more about EchoLink. So, I hope you could see that. I got it set right now to, all the repeaters. I got it there. All right, let me get closer here. So, where's the bloody mouse? All right, so you got your repeaters. There's 2,342 repeaters that you could link into. There's conferences going on. That's where they kind of have like a net like you were just listening to now, but this is over the internet. And over the internet into regular, real repeaters and radios and stuff like that. So there's 227 of them. Linked repeaters, that's links here. There's 2,045 linked repeaters. That means you have one repeater going into another repeater, possibly another, going across either the 2 meter, 220, or the 220, I mean the 1.25 meter band or the 70 centimeter band. So all technician based, and mostly this is for technicians and generals or amateur extras to talk around the world without having to use equipment, expensive equipment, where you could have it on your laptop and just or your phone for that matter, and talk around the world. And then there's all the users that are using it right now. Maybe not right now, but are logged in with EchoLink, let's put it that way. So, as you can see, let's see here. Anything in blue, that means they're active right now, from what I gather. Active, like, that are people are talking on it. That doesn't mean not the ones in black here, people are not talking on it. Just somebody could be listening to the El Paso AE5RJ repeater, but you know, they might be just driving down the road. They might have it as their, you know, in their memories of their base, you know, radio. But yeah, you got Jersey, you got all over the place. And you can do it by region, you know, you can do it by region. It's all over the world except for North Korea, of course, because we all know why. You could talk to China, you could talk to Australia, you could listen in to nets, conferences, Aries and Races, nets. And like I was saying, you could look through location here. So you got Africa, Asia, Europe, North America, Oceania, which is going to be your Australia, Indonesia, New Zealand, things like that. South America, you got all your countries there that have use EchoLink, okay? And you see that? I know it's shaky. I'm sorry, guys and girls. North America has the most, 2,890 nodes you can get into. Europe, of course, Germany, Costa Rica, Greece, Hungary, Ireland. Hey, if you speak more languages, you can communicate back home to your native country without having to really pay anything except for a couple of cents for electricity, you know. And what, Asia right now, Sri Lanka, you name it. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's see here. Let's see if we can get anybody on this thing. So that'll be fun. Let's go to my favorites here. So there's this repeater. There we go. In Pearl Harbor, actually, right by the USS Arizona. And there's this guy on there. I think his name is Jim, I think. Yeah, Jim. And he uses this quite often, so we'll see if he's there. So I'm going to double click on Pearl Harbor, I think. There we go. And it's going to connect to the repeater in a second, hopefully. Or to the node. Sometimes it takes a couple minutes, unfortunately. But it says I'm connected. Wait a minute. Hold up. I am connected. No, yeah, I am. Okay, yeah, Jim's there. Let me move this over. So yeah, there's me. I'm Michael. That's my call sign. There's Jim. Okay. So I gotta move this screen around because I don't know what the heck I was doing last time I was in here. Let's see here. Explore view. Yeah, that's the one I want. Why am I not? What's going on here? Listen. I'm missing something here. I don't know what I did, but I guess I'll have to show another video, or you could check out the other videos I have. Sorry guys, I gotta figure out where the heck my transmit button is. I lost it. It says I'm connected, but I could send a text message, which is here, but I'm having trouble trying to figure out where my where my button's at. Well, anyway, yeah, that's me screwing up that video, or that part of the video, but you know, that's what it is. Like I said, I got a lot to learn, and yeah, a lot to learn. I figure when I'm retired, I'll have a lot more time on my hands to figure all this stuff out properly. But you know, you got to keep learning in life. You know, in other words, otherwise you're just not going to be open to new possibilities and ways of thinking and all that. So yeah, we will figure this out. We will figure this out. I don't know why I lost my button, but anyway, that's perplexing. So anyway, this is Mike Cricket 113, and we're just gonna say, get into amateur radio. It's fun, and I hope you guys have a good day. Spring's coming, even though in southeastern Pennsylvania it's like fall still. I think I saw maybe one snowstorm that lasted about a day and a half maybe of snow, and that was it. But anyway, oh, by the way, the way the weather's going nowadays, you know, I don't know how young or old you are, but you know, the older we get, our children get. Think about our children. Think about that. The sea levels are going to rise. Even though if you don't believe me or whatever, they are going to rise. Okay, we're in a warming trend. That's the way the Earth is. Blame it on whatever. People always put a blame to crap. Stop blaming people or things, and wake up to the reality that sea level is warming, or sea level is rising, and the ocean temperatures are warming up, which are melting the solar and polar caps. So maybe it's time to get off the East Coast, or any coast for that matter, especially if you're in a low-lying area. Anyway, food for thought. I'll get off that topic, all right? Anyway, this is Mike Cricket 113, and we'll be clear. Have a good night, guys. Like and subscribe.